as I sit here recording October 2023 solo podcast episode for Imperfect, the Heart-Centered Leadership Podcast. I'm looking around in my office and what I have sitting on my desk and really feeling and basking in an ocean of gratitude. And yet, as I reflect, everything I'm looking at, I've created. I talk a lot on the podcast with my guests, and when I do these solo podcasts for all of you, and even conversations with my clients about living our life in a self-directed way. And what does that really mean? It's about tapping into the silence and really looking within, building self-awareness. But most importantly, it's listening to the whispers of what's sitting in your heart, waiting for you to believe, integrate, achieve, put out in the world without fear. And the script of, I want to do this. I get to do this. I'm choosing to do this. And it leads me back to what I often talk about as well. When you focus on a long-term goal, what are you really doing? You're answering the whispers to the clarity of the remnants of what's sitting in your heart. You're creating the life of your dreams. So I'm going to encourage you to not wait anymore. And what can you do today that will take you one step closer to finding that clarity, to achieving what you really want to do in this life? Because we're only here once. So this month has been unbelievably busy. We've done our soft book launch, and my official book launch is November 1st. And I can't even tell you how excited I am. We have a sold out book launch. I have cases of books in my office. I've been signing books. I've been doing fireside chats, and I just have so much gratitude. But I also know that I created all this in a vision that was sitting in my heart 18 months ago. So I want to read to you something that I wrote at the beginning of my book, and maybe it'll spark something in you, or maybe it'll lend a thought to someone that this reminds you of. This is the start of my book and the dedication of the Heart-Centered Leadership Playbook. To all the courageous souls who dare to lead with hearts, this playbook is dedicated to you. You who possess the unwavering belief in the power of love, compassion, and empathy as catalysts for change. You who understand that true leadership transcends titles and authority, flowing from the depths of your being into every interaction, every decision, and every vision you bring to life. To the leaders who choose vulnerability over invulnerability, authenticity over mask, and connection over distance, this is for you. You have embraced the profound truth that the greatest strength lies in showing up fully, embracing your imperfections, and inspiring others to do the same. In a world often driven by profit margins and competition, you have chosen a path guided by values, purpose, and the genuine desire to create a positive impact. You have recognized that success is not solely measured by financial gain, but by the lives touched, the souls uplifted, and the love shared along the way. This playbook seeks to honor your commitment by offering guidance, insights, and practical wisdom that align with the beat of your compassionate heart. It is a heartfelt reminder that true leadership stems from a place of deep inner knowing, of staying attuned to the whispers of intuition, and of honoring the sacredness of each human connection you forge. May these pages serve as a compass, illuminating the path to heart-centered leadership, a path that intertwines empathy with strategy, mindfulness with action, and love with accountability. May it inspire you to lead not only with your mind, but also with your heart, recognizing that the greatest transformations occur when passion is infused with compassion. To the leaders who are daring enough to dream big, to reimagine possibilities, and to embody a vision that celebrates the collective well-being of all, this playbook is a humble offering. May it provide you with the tools and inspiration to navigate the challenges, embrace the joys, and cultivate the immense potential that lies within you and within every person you lead, with deepest admiration and gratitude. I'm hoping that the dedication in the Heart-Centered Leadership Playbook will spark an awareness in you. Maybe it'll make you think of something or someone or a leader who's been in your journey. And it's my hope that this book provides some healing to the world with all that we have going on right now. I think any healing could be used in multiple ways and in many locations across the globe. The other thing that I want to leave you with this month is I'm doing many fireside chats at different companies, small business, medium, large organizations. Again, the size doesn't matter. The number of people certainly doesn't matter. What they do doesn't matter. And how many people they employ doesn't matter. This is a heart-centered leadership fireside chat. And people say, what exactly is that? It's an engaging and informative session. And the goal is to provide insights into leadership, organizational culture, and the profound impact of becoming a heart-centered leader. So the agenda is pretty straightforward. We delve into key topics such as why I chose to write the book. I share where I discovered my own inspiration, how I found its significance, and really curated to my intended audience. We talk about the power of the playbook, and you get to learn what to expect from a playbook and how it can really transform your leadership and how you approach leadership. We talk about the importance of connection, and we explore why fostering meaningful connections is so crucial for both leaders and organizations. And then I get the distinct pleasure of sharing real world success stories. And I dive into client experiences, client outcomes, and the proven techniques that I use that led to the creation of the book and the compelling case studies that are within the book. The impact on leadership and organizations when you can understand the potential results and benefits of applying the playbook techniques because they're in the book for you. I not only talk about how to and why, but then I give you a roadmap of integration of strategies, instructional, if you will. And then we land up having an interactive Q&A. And this is where questions really spark real-time discussions. And I get the honor of leaving everybody a signed copy of my book. So you're setting up your team to walk away with knowledge of gaining a deeper understanding of heart-centered leadership and philosophy. You're providing them with tools to acquire practical strategies and resources and inspiration. Who doesn't need inspiration right now? It is so much joy for me to bring motivation and empower all of the people and participants within the Heart-Centered Leadership Fireside Chat. And what happens is we foster deeper connections, which only spark positive change. And then the most important takeaway for your staff is confidence. Anybody who sits within a fireside chat, they leave with an increase of confidence in their ability to lead with empathy and authenticity. We talk about my heart-centered leadership model. We talk about the foundation. What is heart-centered leadership? How do you master it? And then where do you go after that? You then go to inclusive leadership. And then you move into mindful leadership. Then you're ready for assertive leadership. And then we finish with transformational leadership. And I can tell you from feedback, a grateful heart is always a magnet for miracles. Their mindset is dialed into daily inspiration, being self-directed. They have no room for self-doubt. I leave them with takeaways that will help them walk away for how they can seek to achieve what they're really trying to do and perform within their own position at their company. It's powerful. And I talk about being positive. I talk about when we do more of what we love, it doesn't really feel like work. And we tap into that inner strength and agility from a heart-mind connection. And of course, we have fun with my Heart-Centered Leadership Quality poster and deck of cards. And the amount of authenticity and vulnerability that's achieved during the fireside chat is powerful and immeasurable. And it's absolutely a pleasure for me to witness. So I'm going to leave you at the end of this October 2023 podcast. And I'm going to ask you, what are you thinking about? What's sitting in your heart? How can you set those thoughts in motion to create something grander, bigger, and better than anything you can possibly imagine? What are those steps? What are those goals? What is your belief system? You are worthy of achieving all of those big goals that feel scary in your heart. And when you use that heart and become a heart-centered leader, there's no place to go but further inward and upward to achieve all of your goals and dreams. I'm wishing everybody a great end to October, and I hope you found this solo podcast to be helpful. And I'll see you back here in November. And be brave, be imperfect, and lead with your heart. This is Deb Crowe. I'll see you soon.